I want to talk a little bit about EV adoption overall, because heading into this quarter, we knew what ailed Tesla itself, but it was also something that kind of ailed all the automakers. We certainly saw that growth in EV adoption slow a bit, and some of that money, some of those potential sales shift back to either ICE vehicles or in some cases to hybrids. What have you been tracking?
Yeah, I mean, if we look at EV sales in the first quarter, they're pretty flat from where they were for full year 2023. And if you look at EV adoption growth charts from a few years ago, that was not supposed to happen. Things were only going to get better for this. But I think we're hitting a bit of an inflection point in this market where a lot of the early adopters and people that are truly interested in EV technology have purchased cars. The next frontier is getting more mass market consumers to buy these vehicles. And at that point, that's a challenge for everyone, not just Tesla. It's not just about price point. It's getting people comfortable with this new technology. And that's always going to be an uphill battle, something that the industry was always going to have to take on. But that's kind of where we are, and that's probably a big concern moving forward.
There's two things I want to unpack on there. I mean, one, of course, is charging, but I want to start with pricing because there's been a lot of talk about this. Anyone who shopped for an EV knows most of these vehicles come at a pretty decent premium. I think there are a couple on the market that are maybe competitive with ICE vehicles, but you're paying a premium for this. Is it about the capacity of consumers to pay that premium or the willingness of those consumers to pay that premium?
It really is both. I think right now, probably the biggest issue for the industry is the willingness. Because even if you look at a lot of EV vehicles right now, they're sitting on lots for a long time. There's big incentives dollars. If you lease an EV, a lot of those prices are pretty good. I mean, as good as you're going to get with an ICE vehicle, maybe even better in some cases that you're going to get with a hybrid vehicle because there's much bigger demand there. So I think getting more people into EVs is really the challenge. And it's not just about people that are in big cities and, they like to have the latest and greatest in technology. It really is just the average American. And that's a big hurdle to climb. So I think the willingness of consumers is really what Tesla, but all the automakers are going to have to really get behind.